Andreas, how are you?
I'm fine.
Nice to see you, all the
No,
way from
thanks. Nice
Denmark.
to see you. Oh yeah, the cold Denmark.
Yeah, cool. Um, so you're young. You're like 18,
Yes, I'm 18. I'm pretty young.
and you started all this when you were 14. You said,
Yeah, some around there. Maybe 13. I don't know, but some around that
like on
area.
your own, like without
Yeah,
anyone prompting you, no parents, nothing.
I have always been interesting in theories like this, typology and all that. So I have always, kind of been there. But then I met my father got a new girlfriend at the time, and she was really into the enneagram, and she just
Oh,
talked a
okay.
lot about it. And she had some books, and I was just at night when they were going to sleep, I was kind of going in there, stealing their books and reading them and trying to
Wow,
understand it. And later on, I just discovered MBTI, and it just go on
cool.
and go on and go on.
But
So
so
yeah,
so you have consumed last, but you were going and consuming all these books.
yes, yes. Uh,
Wow.
I will admit of I have consumed last, so like consuming ain't my natural state, but it kind of come off like I have trained it a lot at an early age. So
Right.
I just think I'm naturally better at it, also because I'm a class lizard.
What about respecting the consumed? Do you respect it or you disrespect it?
Not at all. I have to say to myself often, or keep in mind that I have to remember to eat, to kind of read some new books, check out some other stuff, or go out my room, because if I ain't gonna do that, then shit, it ain't going
Yeah,
well.
that's exactly how I felt at your age, man. Maybe it's just
Yeah,
teenager.
maybe it's just that. Maybe it's just that. So
Yeah, but interesting. But like, what about respecting the consume? Like, if someone has outside information, is that valuable to you, or you're like, yeah, whatever. It could be right, it could be wrong.
mm, the thing is, like, because I have play as an activated animal, when the information comes from other people, it ain't that hard. But it's when, like, it's really funny. Facebook stuff, news. When there's something new happening, there's a new thing going on, or a new trend, or anything. It just passed me by. I have no clue when. After like 5 months, I will finally figure out. Oh, that was something going on. Oh shit.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it comes out like that, but not like, in the sense of never learning anything. It's
That's
just
crazy. That's
flies
crazy.
by.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's a lead TI thing. So you're a lead TI. Like your
Yeah,
type's written down here. So I normally don't know people's types, but you wrote it in your name. So now
yeah.
I know. Yeah. I can't really avoid knowing it. But yeah, that's interesting because like I feel the same way a lot. Like that, just things happen and I'm not aware of them, and then I learn them from other people. What, you never heard about that? You don't know that happened? Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah,
But I
exactly.
don't know. Maybe it's not consume last because I was supposed to have consumed
May-
first. I don't know.
Maybe not. Maybe not. The only thing where I can say, oh, this is probably consumed last, is there was a time where I was working on like the biggest news station. It's called DR in Denmark. I was kind of just working for a week or something, and it was so hard for me to always keep on what was happening outside the world. Always, like, you always have to keep on track. Oh, this happened, this happened, this happened. Always be ready for the new information coming in. And it was really stressful, because I just want this plan, and I just want to know, okay, this is the topic for tonight we're going to talk about, and that is it. So
Well,
I think it comes out in that way, but I really don't know. It's something I've been thinking about a lot, and trying to observe how my consume last animal is kind of manifesting in
right.
the world. So yeah.
Do you think it's accurate though that you do have consume last? Like it makes sense?
Yes, it do, because I don't have any problems with starting and like just go out there and trying to organize the information for other people.
Hmm.
Talking is a little bit hard for me, and it was something I struggle a little bit, in a sense where I didn't say much in school. I was very quiet. I didn't share a lot of myself with the other kids. I was really, you can call it an introvert in a sense. But I was, I can see when I'm working in a really like classy way, I guess. So when I'm working on my movies, writing scripts or planning, I
Right.
can see, okay, here's the class coming off. It's really there. It's really,
Wow. Okay. And how far ahead are you planning in your life and stuff like that?
It's really different because you can't really plan anything. I have
Yeah.
always have that view of, everything can happen really. So you
Yeah.
gotta be prepared, but everything can happen. But it really depends. Like I just start off with having an idea, and then I will build on it, and I will see like, okay, this and this and this can happen. This is the most realistic way or the most realistic thing to happen, so I'm gonna move with this. So I will think like some things I will plan for like in the future many years, and some other things I will just be like next month ish.
Yeah. Okay. You mentioned NI, but
So
your SI is your second function, right?
yes.
Right. Okay. So tell me a little bit about TI. How do you experience your TI? What's
TI for me is like, I know some people want to call NT the mind, but I see TI as my mind, as my thinking, as my thoughts. And everybody can think, everybody have thoughts, but they are like personal. So if other people will come and try to give me a lot of ideas, I'm like, go away with that. I
yeah, I'm
want
the
to
same
work
way.
on my idea.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like my idea is the best idea, and that's what I'm gonna work on. Of course, sometimes I will take other people's idea in if I think it's a good idea, but it's rarely. So I will. It's more like my thoughts and my ideas are the most precious thing. And if people attack me and say
Yeah.
they're stupid or don't make sense, I get really annoying and
Dude, I'm super identifying with like everything you're saying now. That's crazy. Wow.
cool.
it's like you're talking about me. It's really weird. It's like a mirror.
Yeah.
wow.
Uh,
Okay, so but like SI is I don't have SI. So what's SI
mm.
like for you?
The thing is, this is also a thing I have been thinking about a lot, because what is SI? A lot of people talk about SI as being, cleaning your room and doing list. And I'm
Yeah.
a messy person. I never really clean my room at all. But the way I can see it is like, I can see I'm control over chaos, and I can see
Okay.
in the way that it's in the sensory. So the way I think is like, I want the things I'm trying to build it have to be real. It can't just be some fantasy. Like I can make a fantasy novel or a fantasy movie, but the thing has to be in reality. It has to be something real. The product have to be real, what I'm making. So it can't be like a theory. It have to be real.
That's
Like
yeah, I don't know if that's SI. Like SI is supposed to be very subjective. It's supposed to be like I don't know. It's supposed to be like subjective senses, subjective
yeah,
experiences, like maybe deep experiences, deep things that happen to you in your life, maybe that kind of thing.
yeah. I think it's like I'm really good at explaining, not necessarily feelings, but I'm good at explaining how things felt on me, and how
Okay.
things feels when I'm touching it or I'm hitting it or whatever, or when something hits me, or if I'm
Right.
getting hurt.
Yeah,
Not
it's a
in the feelings.
masculine SI.
Exactly.
And
So
so
I'm
yeah, there's
good at
like
explaining that.
there's touch and audio is going in with that. Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Interesting.
I
And
think I'm good at it. People tell me I'm good at it, so I
right.
guess.
And you're able to put it into words and stuff too, or like
Yes, I'm really
yeah.
good to give a deep explanation of how thing is, and give it like, I'm really good at painting a picture with words, verbal.
Interesting.
So I can give you like a really good picture of how thing is with just adding a lot of different words. So like yeah, I can really, it's hard to explain in English. It's
Yeah.
a little bit better than
Yeah.
Danish,
Yeah.
but
We're good. We're good. I got you, man. We're
but
good.
yeah, I'm really good at that. I think that is the power of double activated SI, and it's
Double
masculine.
activated SI. Yeah. Yeah. And then you also have a
Yeah.
double activated FE then,
Oh yeah, that's
which is
fun.
masculine.
Yes.
so do you sense that you're like really pushy with the tribe, or are you like
Not
a
not really. I'm
no?
I'm really I'm really like not a pushy guy in a lot of ways. It comes out when I have feelings, like when I'm in a bad mood, or when I'm in a happy mood, or whatever. When I'm just in a feeling and I'm trying to express it, I can see like I'm really touchy. I'm really like gonna hit something, and it just comes out
Ragey?
really, yeah, ragey. It comes out really expressive, and it's sometimes too much for people. But when
Yeah.
I'm just in TI, or like people will even say like, "You a calm guy. You're not really that aggressive." But when I hit that FE, I'm getting really,
yeah.
really
That's
aggressive.
strange because I have the same thing, but I have a feminine FE apparently, and but like
Oh,
I'm very scary when I rage out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. People find me really scary when I'm really getting emotional because it's just
yeah,
raw, getting out and just hitting
that's
everybody
interesting.
in the face. So yeah.
Wow. But like FE is supposed to be also more like a softer function. So like does it are you aware of it? Like is it something that you're conscious of your FE, or is it more
Yes, I am very conscious about it. Like
yeah.
I'm conscious in the way that I don't necessarily respect other people's emotional opinion, emotional feelings, but I kind of it's all
Consider
right.
it.
I
You consider
consider,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah, I got
exactly.
the same thing. Yeah, yeah. You
Like
consider it.
all right.
When you're not
It's fine.
mad, you'll consider it.
Yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly. I couldn't describe it better. Um, the other thing is like the FE. Like I can see myself that I'm very, like really caring about people. Like everybody will say they're caring, but I am really like
Yeah,
animal loves me and small kids love me, and I'm not even doing anything.
really.
Automatically, yeah, exactly. They just love me out of the spot, and I'm not doing anything. They will go out to me and try to get me to play or something, and I'm a sleep guy. I don't want to play. I just want to sleep, but
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm it's really interesting because I can't find this middle in between with FE. Either I'm getting really hated and it's bad or whatever, or else I'm getting loved by everyone and everybody thinks I'm perfect, and it's so weird. It just there's no imbalance in that at all. And I don't know what to do about it. It's just crazy chaos if he cares. But
Wow.
yeah.
Dude, man, I don't know. I'm gonna keep saying it over and over again, but like I'm so identifying with this right now. Dude,
Well,
I never
that's
thought I'd be learning from an 18-year-old when I'm 40. Look at this. I'm not
well,
40. I'm not 40 yet, but yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, you learn anything
Yeah,
always.
awesome, man. You're very insightful. That's cool.
Mm, thanks.
Yeah. So okay, so all right, so masculine TI then what's that like?
I have
Oh,
feminine TI.
feminines, yeah, blah, blah, whatever.
Oh yeah, I know
Feminine
what,
TI.
what I mean.
Yeah.
The thing with feminine TI, I think it's for me. It's kind of like my ideas is not like if I have an idea, I will build a spaceship or whatever it can be, or I have
Okay.
this movie story I wanna do. Like the idea, the core idea will stay the same. But if it's necessary, like I can change the idea. I can change it all the time. I'm not really, it's my I have myself to decide that it's gonna be changed, but I can still really easy change it. And I'm not really, if I have an opinion on something, I can see myself like kind of change it in a way.
Yeah.
Like I don't really have ti opinion that is that strong. I'm just like, well, whatever, everything is
Okay, that's a
every
contrast. Yeah, I see now I see a contrast. Yeah, because
yeah,
my TI is more like if I think it's true and that I need like reasons. I need someone to convince me that it's not true. Otherwise, I'm not giving it up. Like
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
I'm a little more easy with that because if people say, oh, I think you're wrong, I'm like, oh, well, maybe I'm wrong. You could
Yeah,
be
yeah,
right.
yeah.
I never know
For
anything.
sure. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like I don't have a degree of certainty, but when I do have a degree of certainty, that's when it's like, yeah, that's what it's like. No.
I will also do the same when I know
Yeah,
something is the truth and I
yeah,
know this is the right path or whatever. I'm like, this is the truth, and I'm not gonna,
yeah, yeah.
kill
Right, but
myself
okay,
because
but that
this.
could also be like a masculine SI as well that's doing that.
It could be. It could be. It could
Yeah,
be. I think it is masculine SI. I think it is.
interesting. Or like a combination. Some yeah. Okay, interesting.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but also like I get your feminine TI a little bit because I also get the same thing where it's like someone might disagree with me. I'm like okay, whatever. Like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't have to believe what you believe. Like go drink the Kool Aid, buddy. It's like
Yeah. Do whatever you want. I don't care.
yeah. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what's true. But
Don't control
whatever
me,
you.
bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's
Cool. And so then your NE is, I guess it's like your third function, but it's not activated. Um,
yeah.
how's that? What's that like?
Any is a weird function to me. Like LV is, even though it's activated, it's still like the biggest demon in my life. The hardest thing, and Like
Right.
all the
Yeah.
INTPs and all the ISTP, I can relate to them because of IFE. IFE is hard.
IP. Yeah. Yeah. All the
Exactly.
IPs. Yeah.
Any is also hard, like, but not hard in a way like, oh, this is so hard to do and I don't know how to do it, or I'm so afraid of it. It's just more like, I don't really want to do this. Can we please not do this? I can do it if you really want me to, and I can do it quite perfectly, but I don't really want to. I'm just gonna stay in my SI.
That's
SI.
interesting. You're talking about your NI in like your NE in like an N way. Like you're not giving specific examples, and also like a feminine N. So it's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
I
so
could
good
do,
at
I could,
that.
yeah. It's like really abstract the way you're describing it. That's funny.
Yeah, but I also see like I have like a really big, strong NE that is really powerful. And once I'm using it, it's like the goddamn best NE in the world, and it
Right.
just make all the good connections. But I'm just really rarely using it. I'm if I have to use it, it really have to be like, okay, this is you know, the only way to live life or to survive. I
So
have to use it now.
how do you see reality? Like you have your introspective world. You have
Mm,
like you have yourself. You know who you are, right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
then there's like this reality thing outside. What's that all about? How do you see it? Do you see the patterns, or do you see?
Oh yes, yes. It's like when something happens out of the blue, whatever. I can see the pattern like really fast. I can see it as soon as the thing hits, but I don't trust it. I'm like, I need some more, examples of that. I need some more sensory before I can really believe
Right.
it. I can see it quite clearly, but I don't like trust it. I can just see it. It stands right in front of me, and I'm like, this is a connection, and this might be true, but I'm just like, I have to make it true before I can trust it. So I
Interesting.
have to like check in with the sensory, I guess. But I can see quite clearly. And I'm always, every day, I'm seeing patterns everywhere and like in everyday life.
Do you hold on to the
And I
patterns? Do they stay with you? How do they stay with you? You have to think about them and bring them into your inner world, or?
No, it's like when I'm going into a room, it's like something behind me with a black shuffle is hitting me behind, and I'm getting this flashback of how everything connects really. So it's more like it just comes to me, and I can remember them quite perfectly. It's not hard for me to not remember them, but they just comes to me. I can't force them. They just come like a river, floating, and it's just
Interesting.
naturally. So it's just the any comes from going out there and experiencing things. It doesn't come from just thinking about them. But I do think about them a lot. I do kind of fake and I
After you've had them,
after I have them. Yeah, I'm
right?
beginning to sleep more. Like, how does
Sleep
this
on
make
them.
sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
But I have to like go out and try it and experience them before I can really like. It's not something that just comes with thinking. I have to go out and do stuff.
Interesting. Okay, so say there's something that you don't understand right now. Just like I'm talking hypotheticals now. Say there's
Mm,
like something that you don't understand and you want to know about it, you want to learn it somehow. I don't know. Does this
yeah.
happens to you that you're curious about something?
Yes, I'm a really curious person in general. It's just like I'm a really focused, curious person. Like I
Focus
just want to
exactly.
know
Yeah, exactly.
this
So
thing.
now you have this one thing that you want to know, right? Like
Mhm.
let's say MBTI or like I don't know if you need an example. But it's
Oh
like
no, that's fine. That's fine. We can
yeah.
do it all day.
So how do you go out and acquire what you need to understand it? What's the process?
Yeah, it's been a weird thing for me. Most often I feel like I can understand everything. Like sometimes people try to explain me things and I can see them stumble because they think I don't understand it. But I understand, quite easily. I see what you meant. You don't need to
Yeah,
give me all the sensory. I can fill in the blanks.
interesting.
But there are some times where I like people try to explain me game rules or whatever, and I don't know what is going to happen. I'm just sitting there like I have these cards and I don't know what is going on.
Okay.
Uh, so that sometimes happens, but I most often begins to see like, oh, I see, I can fill in the blank and get an idea of how things like work and connects and all that. And then slowly I will learn more.
Right. Okay.
I don't have a hard time doing that actually.
So
Not
like
really.
so you'll have an idea of what you want to learn first, and then like how will you target what you need?
Yes, I have to plan what I want to do. That's the funny thing.
Yeah.
I have to say, okay, I want to learn about Vikings. I want to know everything about them and know how it all connects and all that.
Right.
So I will say, okay, let me just search the word Vikings on my computer, and the first thing will go up. I will see, okay, this is a Viking person. I will study him, and later on I will see, oh, this Viking person got these kids and these daughters, and then I will, slowly begin to map out the whole like connection of how everything really works out. And the good thing about it is that I really get a fully good understanding of how the whole world works and how everything works. Like I'm going from Vikings to the Romes to China to the whole map, but it's really slowly. I have to take like
Right. And then
whole step.
in the end, once you have that whole general understanding, will you remember the general understanding, or will you have to take out facts from it and in order to remember?
Most often, I can both remember the concept and all that, but I can also remember the facts. Of course, sometimes some things will slip out, like the exact date something happened. Like sometimes you make some dates up, or you make some persons up or something. But I have a really good idea, and yeah, I can remember pretty clearly what happened and all that kind of stuff. So it's not really hard for me to remember things, even
Your
concepts.
masculine SI, yeah, masculine SI is
Yeah,
like the rememberer of everything. Yeah,
yeah, it's
definitely.
crazy.
And it's really close to you too. So yeah, you should be
Yeah, yeah.
able to have like you feel like you have this like really good memory. Like,
Yeah, I can remember things from I was like 2 years old. It's really crazy. I can remember the place I was living back then when I was like 2 or 3 years old. I
yeah,
can remember that. I can draw it out if
you
that
can draw it
was
out. Yeah,
almost, yeah.
I have one or two memories from like one and a half, but that's it. I also have a masculine S, but like,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, I don't remember other things. Like there's some things that I'm great at remembering, and then others I can't. Is that for you too? Or is there
Yeah.
something? Yeah,
Yeah. I have to like prioritize what I want to remember, because of course
yeah,
something will go through my mind and I will forget it at the moment I'm
right.
in it.
So you
It's
find,
just gone.
yeah, so you find that if you sleep on it and you think about it a lot,
Oh
then you'll,
yes.
yeah, and then
Oh
you'll
yeah.
have the memory. The memory
Oh
will,
yes.
yeah, okay, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
will. I will. I have to sleep about it before I can remember. I don't have to sleep about it in a long time, like in half an hour or something, or 10 minutes. If I just have to go over repeating it myself, like I can remember it pretty many
Wow,
years out to the future. So that's not hard if I want to remember it. If I don't care, then it's probably just gonna go away.
really cool. Okay, and then you also have like this. You said you play with children and stuff, but like, so you have the NF play. It's like
Yeah.
it's a very I don't know, human like way to interact in your play region. Do you feel it? Do you feel that? Do you?
The thing I can see it in the way, like I love adventures, like real life adventures, going out and visit another city, or like
Oh wow.
go out to a different country with some friends and have some snacks and just nothing with me, just a pillow, and then I'm off to go. I love that. I love discovering things where it's more adventurous. I can also see it play out with I make a lot of short films and movies, and I also write stories, and I can see it in there because they are a lot like
Cool.
play activated
Do you have a
stories.
website or something? Do you have something you want to
I
promote or?
I actually I have two YouTube channels. The other one is just some short films I have made from the past.
Nice.
The second one is a new channel I have just made because I have gathered some people, made a new team, and we actually gotta start up some new thing. I'm really excited to
Awesome.
present.
Really cool. Okay, so yeah, give me the link and
But
we'll put
that's
it in the
something.
description. We'll put it in the
Okay, cool.
description for sure. Yeah. Awesome. Okay.
But yeah, I can see it played out that way with stories and go out and adventures and fight dragons and discover.
Dragons.
Yeah.
Where do you find dragons?
I don't know. Just go out and kill some dragons or
In
goblins. Or,
Denmark.
yeah.
Yeah, there's dragons in Denmark. Okay.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
All right. Cool. Um, well, okay. So yeah, I think we kind of touched on all of your functions, right? Do you have like one more thing that's important to mention, you think, that about your type or?
Yes. I actually thought about one thing I think would be interesting, because in the class, in the Dave Superpower class, they talked about Henry Rollins, about the anger issues,
Right.
and I like that really was something I related to a lot, because masculine FE is really like, especially if you double masculine, when you get angry or when shit, hits you, you just want to break shit. You just want to kill everybody and go out and smash it. This whole character. I'm a little small guy who's like really,
Right.
no trouble. But when I'm just getting angry or the emotion gets out, it's so weird because I get this Hulk monster-ish,
Yeah, yeah.
crazy, and it doesn't matter. Like if there's this person who is big and strong with tattoos and all that, I don't care. I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna fight
Wow.
with him.
That's gonna get you into trouble, man. That's you got to be careful.
And it is, and
Yeah.
it's something I have been like working on a lot in a lot of years. I have been aware of that in a lot of years. That
Yeah, yeah.
I need to get that control because I'm gonna get myself killed.
Yeah, or killed or in jail or arrested.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that is something I just want to share that because I don't think that's get talked a lot about
Yeah, for
masculinity.
sure, yeah.
With the anger, I think all TI people with masculinity. I don't know if that's true, but I think that all the FE people with masculinity have this struggle with anger.
Right,
In
yeah. I guess,
think
but FE is like softer too. But yeah, maybe, yeah.
I think it's just something I have seen with Henry Rollins, Eminem, all these people.
Yeah. Are you able to feel? Or do you have feelings?
Sympathy, having
Empathy,
feelings.
yeah.
Empathy, yeah.
Yeah.
That is hard for me sometimes to do because sometimes I feel like I don't care. I have no emotion. I should have emotions. Why don't I have any emotions? I should have them. But there are none. There's just like a black hole inside of me.
About yourself?
Yeah, in myself, it feels like I have a black hole inside. No heart, no anything.
Right.
And I really want to because, it's scary not to have feelings. It's
Right.
also scary to have them. It's really
So yeah, I have the same thing. It's called alexithymia, but I think typology really explains it better. But yeah,
I think that's
called alexithymia. And what it is it's not that you don't have the feelings, is that you're just unaware of them. You don't know what they are.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Like loving somebody is really a hard thing for me to do because out of sudden they just go out and.
But like you have the love.
I have the love.
You have the love. You just don't feel it. You don't know it's there.
Yeah, exactly. It's just it's gone and like what and how do I express it in a right way or in a
yeah,
good way.
Yeah, same thing. Like I could be like really mad and I won't know it until I look in the mirror.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I feel the same thing.
So it's really tough because especially like if you're gonna rage out, you don't even know you're raging. You don't even know you're yelling, and then you look at the mirror, you're like, oh shit, that's me.
Like I have tried some time where there was this person who he was really mean and he was trying to bully me and all that, and I was out of the sudden I just snapped. I don't know what happened. I just got out there and yelled at him and called him names and said he was stupid and really have the plastic fingers up into his face. And it took me like 5 minutes and after that I was just like, wait, what just happened?
Yeah.
I'm confused. What? And it just feels weird after that. So yeah.
Wow, man. Cool. So yeah, I'll put your links in the description, and it was really great talking to you, Andreas. Very nice to meet you.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, awesome. Later.